Hello everyone, Coach Jay here. In this education episode, we're going to talk about ETFs, or exchange traded funds. ETFs basically means its holdings contain a group of stocks that represent a specific sector index, such as the semiconductor index, the banking sector index, the biotech sector index. Their ETFs are just about every sector index of the market, and you can choose based on your analysis what sector index or sectors indexes you want to trade or invest in. More importantly, there's a bull ETF which goes up when the sector index goes up, and a bear ETF which goes up when the sector index goes down. Many of these ETFs are double or triple leverage, which means if the sector index goes up 1%, then a 3 times leverage ETF goes up 3%. So while there are potential for greater gains, there's also a risk for greater losses as well. Bull and bear ETFs provide a way to monetize and grow your account in a short term regardless of the market direction, but are not long-term investments because ETFs by design lose their value over the long term, also known as a decaying ETF. So let's take the NASDAQ 100 sector index, which is heavily based on technology stocks. As we previously discussed in determining the market direction video, we discussed looking for direction on /NQ, which is the NASDAQ futures, and QQQ, which is an ETF that represents 40% of the biggest companies in the NASDAQ 100 index. You could also look at the IXIC, or the NASDAQ 100 index, as well. The two common ETFs that follow QQQ are TQQQ, which is the bull ETF, and SQQQ, which is the bear ETF. When the NASDAQ rises, QQQ rises as well, and trades are commonly placed with TQQQ as that rises when QQQ rises. When QQQ becomes overbought and the direction changes, you would then sell TQQQ and buy SQQQ, as this is the bear for when the NASDAQ falls until it becomes oversold and changes direction. When QQQ becomes oversold, you would sell SQQQ and buy TQQQ and repeat this process throughout the day. Once you analyze the indexes and sectors to determine a direction, you can then select which side of the corresponding ETF you want a short-term trade to grow your account in a bull or bear market. Well, that concludes this episode. We hope this episode provided you an educational guide to better prepare you to begin your analysis to confirm direction and then strategize your trade of a buy or sell. Thanks for joining us, and as always, let's try every day to do something great. Take care, everyone.